Okay, girlies, I hope you're ready because I have went through every single thing that I purchased in 2025 and I have put all of the best in one video to share with you. We do not gatekeep over here, so these are all of my like tried and true must-have favorites. We have a little bit of everything in today's video and it'll all be linked in the description box as well as a pinned comment. So let's just get started, and we are going to start with a couple of really affordable beauty products. This is one that you've probably heard me talk about. Oh my goodness, this has been such a game changer this year. This is the L'Oreal Faux Brow, and it's basically just a brow tint pen, but it is supposed to last up to 2 days, and I can verify that it is very long lasting. I really like this one over a lot of other brow tint pens because this one actually has 2 little felt tips on the end there. So each time you use it, it's going to create 2 strokes at once, so it's really easy and fast to fill in your complete eyebrows. I have like the dark brown shade here, but this is what I use to fill in my brows today. I also do use like a really thin brow pencil just to do the bottom and just kind of like fill it in where it's sparse, but I could not live without this at this point. It is just so good. It's affordable. It lasts up to 2 days if you wanted it to. I haven't really tested that out because I usually take my makeup off at the end of the night, but oh my goodness, if you just want those like hair-like strokes, but you kind of want an easy way to do them, I highly recommend that. Another one that I've talked about over and over and over and over again is the Maybelline Firework Mascara. This is just such a nice mascara, and I just can't say enough good things about it. It's definitely not something that I would typically gravitate towards because it does have a very flexible wand, but something about this just lifts the lashes unlike any other drugstore mascara I've ever tried. It's really easy to work with. It's very black. It doesn't flake at all. It doesn't get on top of my brows. Oh my God, I hate when mascaras do that, when they leave those little streaks right there. Can't do it. So this one does not do that. It's incredible. I would purchase it over and over and over again. I will say how I typically apply it is I just look down and I just kind of like don't move anything on my face. I just move my hand straight up. You do have to be a little bit careful, and that's how I do the first coat. And once that dries down, I'll go in and kind of blink and do a second coat. But that is just how I apply it. I thought that might be a nice little tip. I don't know if that's helpful, but obsessed with this mascara. Okay, let's talk about a couple of body washes. I have 2 favorites for this year, and this one I know you guys have heard about. If you watch my channel at all, you've heard me talk about the Sol de Janeiro Delicia Drench Shower Oil. I remember when I first shared this in a haul video, I wasn't really sure about it because I was buying it expecting it to be a full-on shower oil, and it's really not. It's a shower oil-based body wash. So I was very skeptical, but I have grown to love this so much. This is actually my second bottle. If you have not smelled this scent, you have to. It is just the perfect combination of jasmine and floral, but a little, I don't want to say musky, but there's just something very kind of like sexy about it in my opinion. It's just really the perfect combination. It doesn't lean too sweet or too floral or too perfumey. I just think it is the best, especially for spring and summer. So if that is already on your mind, I think this one is a really great option. And because of the shower oil component, it makes your skin so soft. And this next one I discovered more towards the middle of the year, and it immediately became a favorite, mostly because of the scent. So this one is from Salt and Stone, and it is the Saffron and Cedar scent. I'm obsessed with this scent, and I know obsessed is like such a strong word, but honestly, I could have everything that I own in this scent, and I think I would be okay with it. It is genuinely such a chic scent. That is all that I can say about it. It's very gender neutral in my opinion. My husband really likes this too. He's actually used it in the shower a few times. But if you're just looking for like an elevated body wash that doesn't seem cheap or childish, I promise you will love this, and the scent lasts for hours after you get out of the shower. A lot of people compare this scent to the original Baccarat Rouge, and I have to say it is very similar. So if you're into that bougie kind of luxurious vibe, I think you're going to absolutely fall in love with this. And I really like this big jar that also has a pump. It's really convenient. Next up, I wanted to mention mouth tape because this has definitely been something I have used consistently throughout 2025. And I know it's kind of one of those things that a lot of people are skeptical about, and it just almost seems like a fad, and I definitely think it can can be, and I personally believe it's only for a specific type of person. If you have never noticed waking up with your mouth dry or with your mouth hanging wide open, then I don't really know if you need mouth tape, but if you do have a dry mouth when you wake up, or you definitely know that you sleep with your mouth open, I think that it can be very useful for you. I have never been a mouth breather or anything like that, but for some reason when I sleep, I think it's like because I sleep a little bit elevated, my mouth is open a lot of times. So I would wake up with such a dry mouth and it irritates me. And that is when I personally decided to start using mouth tape. And the original one that I got is from the Skinny Confidential. And I must say, it's very bougie. It comes in this really cute tin. And these are actually shaped like a little mouth. So they're definitely cute, but these are a little bit pricey. I don't really have anything bad to say about them. So if you're willing to spend the money, I do think these are great. They're really comfortable. They're easy to use. They're cute. But I didn't really want to spend quite that much on mouth tape consistently. So I did find these on Amazon. It's just called premium tape. It's kind of random, but it comes with 30 of them. They're hypoallergenic, they're comfortable, and they're still pink, but they just don't have that little cutout in the center of your mouth. But these I just put right on my mouth like this. It keeps my mouth closed the entire time that I'm sleeping, and I don't wake up with the driest mouth on earth. Next up, we have a couple of beauty favorites, and these, I am telling you, if you just want something that is going to completely change your eyeshadow, you have got to get these. And hear me out, because these were a little bit controversial this year because Patrick Ta released a first set of these. Some shades were great, some shades were not so great, and I actually did not buy any of those because it was so controversial and everyone was like, why would he charge that much for 2 eyeshadows and they're not even that good? So I passed on those. But then towards the middle of the year in 2025, he came out with only a few additional shades and all of them were stunning. So I did get 2 of those, and I only tell you all of that backstory to say you have to only buy these shades. These are the only shades that I am recommending. So if you get a different one, don't be mad at me if it's not as good. So this one here is called When the Sun Sets. It is a little bit warmer, and I don't even know if these are gonna come across as good on camera, you guys, but in person, it is just such a pretty scattered glitter shadow. So here are these 2. Like I said, I'm not sure if it's really gonna show up. You'd have to have like a really low light, but it is just stunning. Like if you just take a little bit of this and I literally just use my fingers. So you don't even have to know a lot about makeup to use these. Like it just adds such a beautiful look that you cannot get with any other product. And then this one is called In Your Dreams. It's a little bit more cool tone, but this one actually has kind of like a white silver shimmer. And then it does have more of like a champagne gold. So I think this one would be good for really all looks that you do. Once again, I'm not sure if they're really gonna show up that well on my hand, but I think you get the idea. If you get either of these shades, you will not be disappointed. I know they're pricey, but I'm telling you, they will just transform your eyeshadow. I have some more beauty stuff later, but right now I wanted to mention a couple of my favorite matching sets. If you watch my channel at all, I'm sure you know I am just such a sucker for a good matching set. I have a million of them at this point. I love a matching athletic set. I love a matching lounge set. A lot of them are from Amazon, which by the way, I did a full best of Amazon 2025 video, so I will link that here. If you haven't seen that video, I do mention my favorite Amazon matching set there. But these are 2 that are not from Amazon that are equally impressive. This one here is the camo set from Walmart, and typically I would not consider this to be my style, but camo was really popular this year, so I decided to give it a try, and I'm so glad I did because this is just such a pretty set. And I don't even know if pretty is the right word, but it's such a cool set. It's very comfortable. You look really good in it. It just checks all the boxes for me. This is the sweat set that I would always put on if I'm like having a bad day. I want to rip my entire outfit off, put my hair up, take my makeup off. You know when you're so overstimulated that you just have to like take everything off and like get in the largest outfit you own? That is when I put on this because it is just so comfortable. It's technically a men's set, but I do have the hoodie in a large still, so it's extra oversized, and then the pants I just have in a medium. This does come in a bunch of other colors if you're not into the camo, but I would definitely check it out. And I actually got one for my husband for Christmas and he loves it too. Not not in the camo. We're not gonna be that matching. And then the other one is a little pricier, but you guys, I'm telling you, the Spanx Air Essentials matching set is 100% worth it. It is so soft. Like, I literally do not own anything that is this soft. Even all of the Air Essentials dupes out there, none of them truly compare to the real thing. So I just had to throw this in here too. This is always what I pack if I'm traveling. I love the fitted waistband. The only thing that I don't like is that it doesn't have pockets. That does kind of irritate me, but anyways, other than that, this is great. I just think it is such a flattering set, and I love the quarter zip, just everything about it. I just feel my best when I wear that. Since we're kind of talking about casual loungewear, I'll go ahead and mention my favorite sneakers of the year, which would have to be these New Balance sneakers. So I already had the pink ones for most of 2025. I think I got these in March. I love the pink ones. They are so cute. I wore these in Disney. I think I did like 20,000 steps in these, and they were so comfortable all day long. And not to mention, they are just absolutely adorable. I love the shade of pink, and I also just really like how chunky they are. I don't know about you guys, but I had been seeing these chunky New Balance sneakers everywhere. So I finally got my first pair in the pink, and then I loved these so much, but I just couldn't really wear them with everything because they were pink. So for Christmas, my husband actually got me these in a more neutral color, and I have literally worn these like every single day since Christmas. Obviously, these are a lot more neutral, so I can pretty much style them with anything, but they're still just as comfortable and in the same really trendy chunky style. Now, if you're not into the chunky style, I also wanted to mention these because these are probably my second most worn sneaker this year, and these are by the brand Veja. So this is another very popular brand. I love their logo. It's like simple enough to not be overwhelming, but it still gives you a little bit of detail on the shoe, and I really like the champagne gold color of these. And I actually have the ones that Velcro across your foot, which I know might not be everyone's style, but hey, it's very easy to put on, and I actually think it gives such a unique look to the shoe. So I have been obsessed with these for a couple years now, actually. Technically, I didn't buy those in 2025. I think I got them in 2024, but they were still one of my most worn pieces in 2025. Another thing that I always reach for if I'm wearing any sort of casual matching set outfit or athleisure outfit is this white Alo hat. Very, very simple. Honestly, there's not a lot to say about it, but I just love that it's super clean, all white, but it does have the Alo logo on it. But it's kind of subtle because it is a monochromatic hat, and I wear baseball hats so often. It's just such an easy way to throw your hair up and still look put together without actually doing your hair. It is just such a great life hack if you can find a few really good hats that still look fashionable, and I think this is definitely one of them. I know this is nothing groundbreaking, but I also had to throw my new Stanley in this video because I really have been so impressed with this redesign. So number one, I love the colors that they came out with. This one is like a darker tan color, which I thought was great for fall and winter. They also have like a creamy white color, but what I really love about them is the gold detail. That is just so much more my style. It usually matches my jewelry, which I know sounds so stupid, but I really do take this thing everywhere. So if it could match me, then that is just such a huge win. And you even have the little gold Stanley logo on the other side. But what I really love is the redesign of the lid. So this time they made the straw fold down, which is so nice because this does not leak nearly as much as the original Stanley. I know for my last Stanley, I had purchased a separate lid on Amazon that had a straw that folded down, and that was great, but the color changed of it and it just wasn't as strong as this one. I mean, this straw, you really kind of have to like jerk it open, which I kind of appreciate because number one, my toddler can't really get it open, and number two, it stays latched. Next up is the Shark Beauty Glam Flex Style. I think that's what you call it. It's basically like the newer version of the Flex Style that's in this beautiful gold color. I did not expect to like this as much as I do, honestly, you guys, because I own the Dyson Airwrap and I've always had such a love-hate relationship with it. I feel like it looks great when I first do it, but I can never get it to last, and it frustrates me so much. And I'll be honest, I don't really use this to fully curl my hair either, but I have been using it to dry my hair, and I just really like this setup a lot more than the Dyson version. So this one, you probably see all of my hair in there, so apologies about that, but it's a much thicker brush, and then on the other side, you have these hot plates. So I find that this really smooths my hair a lot better. And this version actually comes with pretty much all of the attachments you get with the Dyson and and the Air Straight attachment, which is kind of insane. Once again, for less than half the price, you get the curlers, the diffuser, the blow drying attachments, and the little straightening attachment. Okay, next we have the rest of our beauty faves. This one is my go-to nude lip in 2025. If you saw me wearing a very neutral kind of everyday nude lip, 9 times out of 10, it was this one. This is from Morphe, which I did not have on my bingo card to be my favorite liquid lipstick, but here we are. And this is from their Soulmate collection. It is a velvet lip mousse, but this one is in the shade Wifey. And I'm telling you, if you just want your perfect nude, you've got to get this shade. And it's actually very long lasting. I just find that this is the perfect combination of a cool tone and a warm tone. So it really does go with any lip liner I have on or any lip gloss. It's just kind of that overall great everyday lip, which is exactly why I love it and wore it a million times in 2025. Another thing that I wore a million times and actually talked about a million times is the Charlotte Tilbury Big Lip Plumpgasm Gloss. So I actually have 2 shades of this now because they released a pink version like midway through the year, and I fell in love with that one too. But the original one is really the star of the show. This one is in the shade Nudegasm Diamond. So it is a nude lip gloss, but it's really sparkly. So here they are swatched. I'm not sure if you can really see very well, but I have the nude one on top, and then below that I have the pink one, which is called Strawberry Chocolate. And the pink one actually smells like a chocolate covered strawberry. It is amazing. But if you just want the sparkliest, most beautiful plump lips ever, you've got to get these. This is actually my second tube of the nude one. These YSL blushes are another thing that I have consistently talked about in 2025. They are just the best. You would really never need another blush, honestly. Whenever I'm traveling, I just choose a couple of these because I know that they will go with anything that I have on underneath. Anything looks good on top of them. They go with any eye look. I actually have the shade Nude Lavalier on my cheeks today, and it is just such a pretty reflective mauvey purple tone. But when you get these blushes, you're obviously paying for the beautiful packaging, but then inside you have an equally impressive product, which is definitely important. When you are spending this kind of money on like a designer beauty product, you actually want the product to be good, not just the packaging. And these really did not disappoint. I think I have like 8 shades by now, and every single one of them is just amazing. Okay, the main brush that I went back to over and over and over again is this one from BK Beauty, and I'm actually spinning my brushes around here because I have like 3 of these, and I don't even know why, but I will just like choose any single one that I find. They're just amazing. So this is the BK Beauty 111 brush. It is great for bronzer. You can see mine definitely need to be cleaned, but it is just such a great brush to get in the hollows of your cheeks. So I use this whether I'm using cream bronzer, powder bronzer, doesn't really matter. It does the same thing for either. And the way that it just diffuses the makeup on your face is incredible. No other brush that I own gives me the same diffused effect. So I will continue using these throughout 2026. They are not going anywhere. And if you're looking for a great overall bronzer brush, no matter your skill level or the type of bronzer you use, this one is it. Okay, this is so random, but we're gonna talk about a food favorite for a second. These are the overnight oats. For so long, I just saw these advertised and I was like, that kind of sounds weird. I don't know if I'd like it, but then again, it does sound convenient. So I gave them a try with a variety pack, and I have been completely obsessed ever since. So I've actually done 2 of their variety packs at this point. I have 2 left, but I actually think I'm gonna switch over to their website where I can pick out all of my own flavors. But I just love these for the convenience, and I know I'm gonna have breakfast ready the next morning. So for me, I usually just pour them in a bowl, add a little bit of milk on top, mix it up, put them in the fridge, and then they are completely ready the next morning. If you are on the go, you can also do them in a blender bottle that they will give you on your first purchase. This one has 270 calories. This one has 300. This one is the green apple cinnamon. And this one I've kind of been avoiding. It's the coconut cream pie. I don't really like coconut, which is why I want to just go pick out my own flavors on their website because they have like hundreds of flavors, it feels like. Speaking of convenient food, another one of my favorites in 2025 was Factor. I used Factor meals every single month in 2025, and I'm so excited to be partnering with them again in 2026 on one of the first videos of the year. So we're gonna kind of eat dinner together while I share this next favorite with you guys, because I just feel like that is more realistic. I can actually try the meal, tell you how it tastes, and also tell you all the details about Factor. So if you've watched my channel at all, I'm sure you've heard of them. I'm genuinely obsessed, which is why it's in my favorites video. But if you've never heard of them, let me put you on because they are amazing. Factor delivers fresh, never frozen meals straight to your doorstep. Tonight I'm eating dinner alone because Patrick has plans and Ella is at my in-laws' house. So this is perfect because I don't have to dirty up the kitchen. It's literally a meal for one person. It's a great way to keep it simple if you often do dinner alone, but usually I eat them for lunch. I'm an ADHD girly, so a lot of times I will forget to eat lunch or I'll just eat some random snack that's not actually a balanced meal. So this has been amazing for me, such a game changer. It keeps me on track with my routines. I feel like I'm actually eating like a nutritious, balanced meal that has a little bit of veggies, a little bit of protein, sometimes a carb, although they do offer like keto options if you're into that. For me, I typically go with chicken dishes, which you will always see in my selection, but they do have such a variety on their website. This meal I'm eating here is the honey butter chicken, which sounds amazing and it smells amazing. And this is so random, but I'm literally gonna show you an up close of the chicken because I am so particular about chicken and honestly meats in general, but Factor never has weird meat. And I love that. It's always a nice texture. I can eat the entire chicken breast and it tastes really good. And if you've never tried Factor before, I do have a coupon code for you guys. You can head to factor75.com or click the link below and use my code KaylaLoveFB50 to get 50% off your first order plus free breakfast for an entire year. Once again, that is KaylaLoveFB50 for 50% off your first box and free breakfast for a year. Now, I do have to note that offer is only valid for new Factor customers with the code and a qualifying auto-renewing subscription purchase. It is something that I used all of 2025 and a little bit in 2024. That is when I first discovered Factor. And even if I stopped partnering with Factor tomorrow, I would still go back and buy their meals because they really do just make my life more convenient. If you just want to make things a little bit easier, I highly recommend. Okay, next up we have another little fashion favorite. This is actually an athleisure piece from the brand Pop Flex. So these are their viral pirouette skorts, and I just became absolutely obsessed with these. And when I say obsessed, I mean, I think it counts because I have one in purple, I have one in pink, I have one in black. I would consider getting more colors. So I do think that that does fall under the obsession category, but they really are just the most comfortable skirts, but they're still super cute, very feminine, of course. I wore these all day long when I went to Disney World, like walking 20,000 steps, and they were still comfortable. They really hold you in at the waist. And of course, you do have shorts underneath too with the pocket on the side, which is really convenient. And just look how precious that is. I love the mesh on them. And even when I wasn't at Disney World, these are just great little athleisure skirts that you can pair with like a simple white top, some sneakers, and you can run your errands for the day and just feel extra cute. And I actually just got this one that is from the Target line that the founder of Pop Flex does. So this one is equally as cute. Some of my most worn shoes in 2025 were just any little simple gold kitten heels. I actually have two pair here that I wore interchangeably. Both of these got so much wear. These are from Madden Girl, and I would say these are a little bit more casual. They're literally just like a flip flop style kitten heel, but they do have a square toe at the bottom, just a really simple strap. And like I said, they are a kitten heel, so really short, and they are just incredibly comfortable. I wore these with a pair of jeans and a white top when I was walking around Vegas. They're very comfortable for stuff like that, but you can also just use these to really easily dress up a simple skirt and a blouse. And then I also have these, which are definitely cute too, but I would say these are a little bit more dressed up. Like I wore these to multiple weddings in 2025. They just have a cute little toe ring detail, which I thought was adorable. And these have straps that kind of like cross up your foot, but they're still really short, which I appreciate because I don't like an uncomfortable heel. So both of those were amazing. Speaking of gold, I also have a couple of my favorite jewelry pieces to share with you. A lot of my favorite jewelry is from Amazon. So if you want to see any more affordable pieces, you can definitely go watch my best of Amazon video. But these two pieces are from the brand Ettika, which has absolutely become one of my favorite brands. They just have such unique pieces. So this is one of my most worn necklaces. It's kind of like a Y chain necklace that hangs down in the middle. It is just so stunning. When you put it on, it just kind of catches the light because of the shine on these gold discs. I don't know how to describe it, but it just looks so expensive when you have it on, especially if you're wearing like some sort of like V-neck top and then this kind of like shows through or just kind of like fills out that space. It looks so good. And then the other one that I have from them is a little bit different, but definitely still makes a statement. This one is a little circle necklace. I'm sure you guys have seen me wear this as well in a lot of my try on videos or my styling videos over on Instagram. But again, this one just makes such a statement when you have it on, and it's just like that perfect last minute touch to your outfit outfit that just kind of like pulls everything together. You know, I have to mention perfume, and I actually have a few different ones because I could not decide. I feel like 2025 was the year of fragrance for me. I really got into it more than ever before. So I would really love to do more fragrance videos. Let me know if you guys would want to see that in the comment section down below. I could do just like a full video of my favorites. Maybe I could just start with spring and summer favorites since we are approaching that season. But for this video, I picked out my favorite kind of signature scent, which is another 13 from Le Labo. This is a pricier scent and it took me a while to commit to it, but I am so glad I did because this just smells so incredible. Like this one is just one that I would wear every single day. I feel like it goes with any outfit, any vibe, any event that you're going to. So this for me would be something that I would choose as my signature scent. I would wear this when I'm meeting people for the first time or just making any sort of first impression. Like this is the scent that I would want to be remembered by. It is so good. If I had to choose one for a summer scent, I would choose the Net Lemon Puff. This is just so unique and I was really on the hunt for a lemon fragrance this year and this one is perfect. I feel like this one is the perfect combination of pastry and citrus, which is exactly what I was looking for. I didn't want anything that was too sour like a lemon, but this one just has such a nice lemon powdery feel to it, and then it mixes in that delicacy of like a pastry shop in Europe. I'm obsessed with it. And then for fall, I chose Replica Coffee Break, and I actually did not purchase this one in 2025, but I feel like I didn't use it a lot before 2025, and this year I really got into it. It is such a cool smell. It really does smell kind of like coffee, and I just love a unique scent. So I grabbed for this a million times this fall. You can't go wrong with it, and I love that it's like a pretty large bottle because I really did use a lot of this and there's barely a dent in it. So that tells you something. You don't need a lot of this, but it still has like a lasting scent. I also couldn't do this video without mentioning my Aura ring. I won't spend too much time on it because I feel like it's one of those things you either know you want it or you're tired of hearing about it. But this is truly incredible. I wear it every single day. I track my sleep. I track my stress. This thing knows if I'm getting sick before I even do. I have it in the gold. I've had it for over a year now and it is still doing really well. I will say it's kind of lost a little bit of the gold on the back here, but other than that, I still really like it. And this does track workouts. It's waterproof. And one thing that I love about it is that it tracks my cycle. So I do have to have a separate membership for that with Natural Cycles. So I will link them down below too, but using those two together is incredible. It'll tell you when you're about to start your period, and you can use this when you are trying to get pregnant or to prevent pregnancy, which is amazing. Probably my favorite lip balm of the year were these from Laneige. These are the glaze, I can't even say it. These are the Glaze Craze tinted lip serums. I've talked about these a lot too because they always go on sale for Amazon Prime Day and all of that. So I feel like I've mentioned them in a lot of those videos, but I literally have like 4 shades at this point. And I always say this, but I really do think that these are like the perfect combination of a lip gloss and a lip balm. They feel like a lip balm with just how comfortable and thin they are on your lips, but they definitely have the pigmentation of a real lip gloss. So here are the 3 that I have down here swatched. You have Peach Glaze, which is the pinky one, chocolate in the middle, and then Raspberry Jam. I was just so impressed with the colors of these when I first got them, and I also have the really neutral one. That one's great for just like every day. But yeah, if you have not tried these yet, I promise you will love them. They kind of have like a donut applicator too, which I really like. It's comfortable on your lips. Okay, this is really niche, you guys, but I wanted to mention this because this is just such a cool camera that I've been using this year. I got this for Christmas, not this year, but the year before. And this has just made my life so much easier when vlogging or filming any little B-roll clips around the house. So you literally just like open the screen here and it's gonna turn on. And it's a camera that's kind of like a built-in gimbal. So what a gimbal does is it just like stabilizes the video. So I can like film anything around me and this is going to remain stable and look smooth on the footage. I've been loving vlogging with this, you guys, but I've been so bad about actually editing the vlogs, so I haven't even posted them. So I think I'm gonna turn over editing for my vlogs this year, and I'm actually going to start posting them. So be on the lookout if you want to see more lifestyle and travel and vlog content from me. Subscribe to my vlog channel down below, and I think I'm still gonna try to edit those vlogs from last year and go ahead and post them. But anyways, I really want to continue vlogging more with that camera in 2026. But if you are a content creator friend out there and you have always been curious about that camera, I'm here to say it's pretty good. Another thing that I've mentioned a million times, but I have to mention it again, is the Hulken bag. I take this thing everywhere with me. It is just so good for traveling, for large grocery trips, for returns that you're doing or shipping any packages. But it's on wheels. You just like roll it in, fill it up, roll it out, unpack it. It's just so easy. It has multiple different handles on it. It's really sturdy. You can close it if you need to. Just everything about it makes my life easier when I have it out. Every single time I just look at it and I'm like, wow, that just made things so much easier. And people always comment on it when I have it in public. They're like, oh, you have a little wagon there. And I'm like, yes, I do. And you should get one too. Okay, I feel like I've been here a year, so I'm gonna kind of rapid fire through these last few. But if I had to pick a handbag of the year, it would probably be this one from Coach. Even though I got this for my birthday, which was towards the end of the year, I just chose this one because I feel like this style truly would work for anyone and any occasion. Maybe not the brown suede, but this style comes in so many different color options and it really is just such a versatile bag. I love the little Coach logo in the center. I like how it's a medium size, so it fits everything, but it's still not too big. And this comes with so many different strap options. So you could just use the chain as a decor piece like I have here, or you could use the chain as the actual strap. Of course, it does come with the suede shoulder strap, but it also comes with a suede crossbody strap. So a lot of times I will detach the shorter strap, this one here, and I will just use the crossbody and the gold strap. I think that is so pretty. It just looks good with any outfit and there's lots of organization inside. So if you are looking to buy a new handbag this year, or maybe you're considering putting one on your birthday wish list, I definitely think you should consider this one. Next, we have two pairs of sunglasses and they are both from designer brands because honestly, I really don't purchase a lot of designer items anymore, but the one thing that I will still purchase is a pair of designer sunglasses. Now these first pair, actually my mom got me and they are so pretty. So I'm sure you guys have seen these. These are by Celine. They have the beautiful Celine logo here. These are like heavily duped and I do actually own the gold version in a dupe and I really love them. But these are the real thing and I can say they are so sturdy. Like I do not have to worry about these when I'm out and about. Like I know they're going to hold up and not break at the first thing that happens to them. Like they are so strong and they feel good on my face. They're just a lot more comfortable than the dupe version that I have. So I highly recommend these if you've ever been considering them. Oh my goodness, they are amazing. And then these are from Gucci. And I think this is the only designer purchase that I made this year, which is kind of crazy, but I'm happy with these. I actually got them on one of those websites where it's almost like the middleman between Europe and the United States. So they're able to sell them for less, but they're still authentic. They came with all of the like authenticity stuff. So I actually got a pretty good deal on these and I love them. The shape is beautiful and look at that little rhinestone Gucci logo. Are you kidding me? I mean, this is just like me in a pair of sunglasses, honestly. Next up, we have my pillow, and this is such a gigantic pillow, you guys. It is in a king size, but oh my goodness. This has just been such a favorite of mine. Obviously, I use it every single day. Now, I do have a silk pillowcase on it, but I'm gonna take that down so you can actually see the texture of the pillow. This is by the brand Purple, and it is their latex pillow, which I've always been a huge fan of latex pillows because your head does not sink into them. So your head stays upright the entire time you're sleeping. They're kind of cool to the touch, and they are just the squishiest, bounciest pillows you will ever use. And I have a gigantic king size version now, and this is hands down the tallest and bounciest latex pillow I have ever used in my life. So I have never once regretted this purchase. I can say that this was worth every single penny, even though it was a pricier pillow. And speaking of sleep, another favorite of mine was our Lisa adjustable base and mattress. I never thought that I would have an adjustable base as a 29-year-old, but we do, and we actually really love it. So my husband and I both have a separate adjustable base, but we're able to like connect the mattress with a little connector in the middle. It's really been great because we can both sleep how we want to, although I will say we kind of both sleep in zero gravity mode. It feels so good, especially on your lower back. It just like removes all of the tension. So if you ever have the opportunity to get an adjustable base where you can sleep elevated a little bit if you want to, it's great when you're sick. It's also great because you can like sit up in your bed to watch TV. So we love doing that. Honestly, it's just been fantastic all around. So that was definitely a 2025 favorite. And that is everything, you guys. I hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know what your 2025 favorites were down in the comment section down below. Seriously, I'm not kidding when I say that. I want to know what you loved. Like, what was your most consistent product that you used during 2025? I want to know because I just love to chat about that kind of stuff, and maybe I'll get some new recommendations that I can try in 2026. Thank you guys so much for watching and supporting my channel. I truly appreciate it, and I hope to see you very, very soon in my next video. Bye!